Hello, are you ready to try a frog today? This is a really fun one. We are going to get right into it. We're going to get some of our sap green and just get a whole bunch of that because we're going to need a lot. We're going to start our first layer with sap green, and we're basically just going to use a lot of water with our paint, and we're going to just block in most of this little guy's body. Don't worry if some areas are lighter than others, that's okay. We're just getting it all blocked in right now. I'm going to keep the tips of his feet. I'm going to keep those white for right now. And then I'm going to look at my reference picture there. And it's going to help me know some of the areas that I don't want to paint green. So just kind of watch those as you're going, or just watch me. Just going to keep part of his underbelly, we'll keep that white, and then his little neck area we'll keep white at this point, and then that little stripe down his side, white, and his little ear, we'll keep that white as well. Did you know that little circle on the side of a frog is his ears? It's true. Pretty cool. Okay, and we're just leaving the tips white on each of those little fingers. Okay. So now I'm going to just get those finishing details. Then I'm going to just add some yellow ochre to the bottom of the belly, or I guess the top of where his belly starts, and then on the neck area, and then right in that little stripe down his back, around his eyelid, and in his ear. Okay, and we'll come back to that in just a minute. Get some more green, and I'm going to add a little bit of yellow ochre to that green to give it a nice deep green color. And we're going to go over all of that green that we've already done. Remember that frogs, the color on a frog varies, so you don't want it to you don't want your colors to be flat. You want it to, some areas darker than others. So just kind of let the water color do its thing as you go over your green. It'll still be a little bit wet because we just painted it. So let it move around a little bit and just have fun. Gonna make some more mixture here with my yellow ochre, and let's add a little more green to that. There we go. Okay. Get that hind leg. And just go around his nose area and touch all of those green areas. Okay, so now I'm coming with a wet brush. My yellow ochre there on the belly has dried, so I'm using my wet brush, my clean wet brush, to just move that around and bring it out a little bit and make those lines not so harsh. Just softening those lines and bringing the color out into the white areas. Now I'm going to make a black color. So I'm using the intense blue and the burnt umber, and I'm just bringing a little bit of my green mixture in there because I want it to have a little bit of a brown tone to it. So I'm bringing a lot more of the brown in and some of that green. And you get to decide where you're going to put your spots on your frog, because every frog is different. So you get to decide where you're going to put them. You can choose to follow the picture that you have there in front of you, or you can do what you want. It'll be fun to see all your different frogs. Okay, and on the legs, you'll notice there's little lines. So I'm just following the contour of the leg, and I'm making lines that kind of are round. They're not going to be straight. They're going to be more like parentheses on the legs. So just kind of follow the lines of the leg, the way the leg goes, and make some stripes. We're going to do the eye. So first we'll start with the eyelids. We're going to just kind of do some shadows around that. And then I'm going to make a little more of this black color with, again, the intense blue and the burnt umber, because I want my eye to be really dark. Okay, now here I'm going to be really careful to leave a little bit of white paper so that it looks like a highlight on his eyeball. Okay, so just leave a little bit of white there and it will really look great. Okay, and then I'm just coming in and darkening some of those black dots on him, or specks. I'll just go around his eyes again there, just darken that a little bit, and then I'm just going to define his little ear just with the tip of my brush, adding those little details. And if you want, you can leave your frog without any stripes or spots. There's so many different kinds of frogs, so just do what you want there. Okay, I'll wash out my brush, and I'm going to get a little bit of the cadmium red with a tiny bit of the alizarin crimson, so makes a nice light pink. And I'm going to basically put some lipstick on him and some fingernail polish and a little bit on his belly. That's what it will look like for just a second until I can blend it in. I'm just adding some pink tones there. And then I'm taking my mostly dried, clean dry brush, and I'm just going to move that pink around a little bit. There's another layer there for some depth, to add some extra depth to our frog. And there we go. Okay. Can you hear my dog barking outside? That's Coconut. And she is a nut. She must see a squirrel in the tree or something. Okay, so now I just am going over with some of that yellow ochre green mixture, and I'm just kind of going over some of the areas to just bring a little more brown tones colors into my frog's skin. And I'm gonna call that done. I'm gonna go ahead and outline my frog using my Sharpie pen. You can choose to be done, or if you'd like to outline it, you can outline it. So I'm gonna go with the driest area first and just start outlining there. And just carefully going around each part of it. And just finishing it off here. I'm adding little lines to mine, just to add some fun texture. And then on my eyes, I'm just doing some little lines there as well. And I think I'm going to call this one done. I hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you next time. Bye.